morning, Toastmasters.
Good morning.
It's fine morning, thank you. Good morning. I want to raise anyone who experienced the unfortunate manipulation of being gaslit. Can you raise your hand? Chances are, if you did and you know about it, you had a run-in with a narcissist. Unfortunately, many of us will be born into a family with a narcissist. So we grow into a personality that's had to survive being gaslit. What is it? Does anyone know, real quick? How many in the room know what it is? I know you do know. We talked about it, Stephanie. Anyone over here? You know?
Someone denies, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Someone denies your reality.
Exactly. Clay, I know you deal with a lot of this. Gaslit is living with someone who I believe, this is my rendition. Is that okay? Is that fair? They blind you, they cover your mouth, they cover your ears, and you shake hands with it. You do. You learn very early that their reality is who you are and you agree to it. And then maybe one day you grow up and you get a voice. How did I get a voice, folks? Here. I became a Toastmaster in 2015 with esteemed quality heads of industry in Ventura County, doctors, lawyers, award-winning speakers, and I did a speech, and I had men who I respected, who had years of public speaking, came up to me and said, "You need to do more of this. You've got a lot to say." I found who I was and the legitimacy in my point of view in Toastmasters. If nothing else, folks, that's what this club can offer a person that can come in here, find their voice, and realize they matter. So, this is my definition of tactics of a person who does gaslighting. Oh, you're so sensitive. What is that? That's a subtle message. You're filtering out data that's inappropriate. And it's because of you. You've noticed the thing, what was said, what was done. They attack the perception of your reaction of being gaslit instead of the action that caused the reaction. Oh, isn't that crafty? Did you all get that? You know you're being gaslit by someone who will attack you by reacting to an injustice. And instead of shifting the focus to an equal exchange of a situation, it becomes one-sided and only about how you reacted to getting punched in the stomach. That is our perfect definition of gaslit. Anyone feel that in the workplace? The workplace is really not equipped for dealing with gaslit because it's under the kind of the umbrella of subordinate superior modality of management styles. I found that in the workplace it's the hardest than it is in a relationship. The last example of being gaslit that I'd like to tell you about that I experienced was a drive with my mother. And this is really bad. You guys are going to think, oh my God, how did she get through her childhood? Well, I'll tell you what happened at the end of being raised by a mother who gaslit me my entire life. I was 40 years old, driving my mother to an appointment, and my mother said, "I have to talk to you about something. You really need to put a bushel over your light. You shine way too bright. And you make your sister and I feel bad about ourselves because you're so good at so many things. So you just need to kind of tone it down when you're around us and we'll like you more." Something beautiful happened in that moment because my mother was a good person in a lot of different ways, and that took root. I said, "Mom, no. I will run as fast as I can and burn as brightly as I can in my life. And if there's nobody with me, I will learn to be happy alone." as a light in the world than to be a small flame in your presence. Folks, the solution to gaslighting, and by the way, it is everywhere in our politics, it has been legitimized in everywhere in leadership in the workplace, isn't fighting against gaslighting, is exactly what Mark talked about. Knowing what you bring to the table, guys, is how you end gaslighting. Because people can't gaslight you if you look at them steadily and say, oh, I'm a reflection of what you're not. This is not about a dynamic that I need to deal with. This is about your jealousy. That's okay. I'll be kind. I won't point it out any more than I have to. Gaslighting doesn't exist in a person that will also take the position of, you don't have to understand me. That's a huge thing, guys. If you need to be understood by a world that is really invested in making you feel estranged, oh my goodness, you are always going to be at the foot of someone who can gaslight you. But when you look at them and you say, I don't require that you understand who I am. In fact, you weren't born into this world to give me approval. I understand that. The other thing that you can do to quiet and stamp out gaslighting is to understand that it's born from a severe lack of self. Not in you, in the person in front of you gaslighting you. They don't feel good about who they are. And you threaten the fact that they don't think they can rise to go toe-to-toe with you. So the only thing they can do is to bring you to a level where they feel equipped to dampen who you are. Oh my gosh, it's a backward compliment. Next time somebody wants to gaslight you, walk up to them and say, man, thank you for revealing that you're feeling threatened because I respected and liked you. I'm going to let you off the hook, and I'm just going to be kind. Oh my goodness, guys. That is really how you kill someone who gaslights you. You be kind, confident. Thank you.